Do you guys think that's a fair trade for the guy to give you monogamy, given what you guys do for work?
If I got in a serious relationship,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it is
Right.
That's what I said. If I was married, I would never dance.
Right.
Okay. So you guys would try to make it fair by quitting dancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man
what
looks
about
at a track record
It's
though.
out
There's a
of
track
respect.
record. They gonna look. A man gonna want to know your past.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing
Yeah.
bad. I'm not trying to,
But
I'm just letting you know the truth.
I agree. But that circles back to our conversation from earlier.
Well, hold on. Let me ask her too. Would you be like, for you, you would quit dancing as well?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. You were saying something. You said the track record matters. Go
The
ahead.
value of the woman, your purity. They want to know. That's the most amazing thing about a woman is your purity. So if you can't offer that to a man, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys agree, disagree with that?
I disagree because not everybody does that.
Right.
Well,
You know?
but it's the fact that you were in the club. Yeah. But this kind of circles back to our conversation from earlier when, Myron, when you were doing the stuff with the camera and stuff, we were talking about how we were talking about the cheating thing, and we're saying like if you're a woman of value and you have the purity, like you know what I mean, like you hold value, you can cook clean, you don't have a past, like then you can kind of demand these things. But like I said, and I don't want anybody to get offended by this because I'm just saying what it is, like you are automatically devalued the second that like you become a dancer. Like realistically, those things are never going to be erased from your track record. Like the mental things that you have to go through when you're a dancer, like no pure woman would ever go through. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't know if you didn't come.
It don't matter because that means you're just not for me.
It does matter because like you have like and like I said, like you're a virgin, so like you're an anomaly to this. But like a lot of strippers have a high body count. Even like for girls and stuff, like you're just exposed to a lot of like sexual activities, and that's supposed to be kind of exclusive to you and your man only with the intimate moment. So I think that you guys are kind of like messed. I don't want to say that, but you guys are messed up in the head.
Trying to say they're cooked?
Yeah.
I just think that it's unfair for you to demand a monogamous relationship with a man because it's like, what are you really providing? I mean, it's not like he's getting a girl that's never been used, touched, looked at. Because at the end of the day, like you could touch nobody, but you're still dancing naked on a pole. And like you could choose another profession, or if you really just didn't want to work and you don't feel like you have the capacity, like a mental capacity to work a job, then like you could just become a stay-at-home wife. You could have just stayed a virgin, could have just been a good girl, could have found a man, and like it is possible. Like every woman, like if you just keep those main values, then every woman could get wifed up. But
so they're cooked. You gonna take that from her? She don't strip. She don't know what's happening.
Ladies, do you agree, disagree with that? What would your response be to what she's saying?
I mean,
with the girls that dance.
I mean, I get your point. I get your point. But if you sit here and you value yourself and you don't say yourself low, you know how you carry yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. If you carry yourself and you move a certain way, you know you're not like that.
No, but I think that you're just being delusional. And I know, but just being like, I don't want to be like that. But I just no. Chill. I'm being. Hey,
You've never been in the trenches. You wouldn't know.
Hold on, because actually I know. Okay.
You haven't. You haven't came from the bottom.
You don't know anything about me.
You haven't came from the bottom. That's all I know.
I did not come from the most wealthy family, and I did have a lot of struggles, and I did grow up. I'm still in high school. I actually go to one of the more, I guess you can call ghetto high schools in Miami. But like, I have been exposed. Like my whole childhood, I grew up basically around.
You got knowledge.
I grew up in Liberty City. I grew up around Overtown. I grew up around everywhere. I had my old best friend grew up in the pork and beans, and I experienced all these different cultures. It was up to me to choose.
You sound so suburban saying that. Like it's just like I'm so sorry. Like it's so hard. Like it's so hard.
Because I choose
the hood or anything.
Because I don't think that being ghetto is cute. I think that being classy.
Is
so do you think that? So do you think that all dancers are just ghetto?
Yeah. I think to have like the courage to like just.
So maybe you're not classy yourself.
So let me get it straight. You don't know their actual, like, for example, you've been growing up in the hood, going through it a long time, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Like you were in the trenches, right? Struggling, busting your ass off. So you did what you had to do. She's telling you it's wrong.
And look, and you can say that, you can say about me, and you can say that I sound so suburban. I have my ex-best friend still, like, I still keep in touch with her. She actually got into UF and she's in pre-law track now.
Oh, shit.
And she doesn't talk in any type of way, like, she uses proper grammar. She doesn't use her how she started off in life as, like, an excuse to act a certain way in the future. Because you know what? Like, if you want to believe in God and you guys preach God so much, then God gives you all the tools necessary you need to build yourself up in life. That's all you need. All you need to do is have determination, hard work, go to school, get educated, stay away from these things because you're going actually into the devil's play when you go.
I still go to church though.
But it just, but it,
So
it's
what
just,
that mean? God loves everybody, baby.
Yeah. No, but
that's
God
never a
loves
thing.
God
God
said,
come
how you are.
We're not gonna get religious now.
Thank you, Nick.
By the way, 2 more subs and then push-ups. But I mean, you can stop now, though. You can stop now.
Oh yeah, we almost to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, you can stop now, though. It's fine.
It's her religion.
I don't know. I just think that, and it's not just my religion. I mean, come on, no, it's not. It's just basic morality.
Facts.
It's basic morality. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm
wait,
sorry.
your
but, like,
religion has the same values, though.
I mean,
No, her, because she's saying it's
yeah.
religion, but you're Christian, right? You go to church.
I'm not Christian.
Oh, we had a
that's even more strict.
But I mean, that's worse.
Yeah, that's even more strict.
We believe in the Virgin Mary.
But what does that? What does that
you're
have
very
to do?
far
Wait,
from
what
it.
is the way you're carrying yourself? You're trying to act like you so Miss Perfect, and you're
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm not
And
perfect.
you're not.
I'm not perfect.
And you're trying to say like, oh, because
I'm
not
just
proper,
saying that
'cause
I-
we're
look,
ghetto,
I'm
'cause
not
we're
perfect.
gangsters.
You
You
are,
are
though.
though.
No, I'm
you
not.
are though, because you're trying to say that we're not proper.
Okay, look, listen.
Oh my God.
Listen, if I was listen here, let's break it down really quick. If I was
Okay,
perfect,
so maybe choose your words correctly.
no, I am choosing them correctly. You're just not hearing them correctly. Hold on.
not.
So
You're not, though.
hold on, just give me a second. All right, just here, just open your mind and think really quick, okay? I'm not perfect. Okay, no, I know I'm being very serious right
I'm
now.
listening.
Like, oh, okay, I'm not perfect. Obviously, like I'm not a virgin. Obviously, I'm not perfect. Let's start there. I have my imperfections. I have my insecurities and stuff. I have things that I need to work on. But never in my life did I ever get to the point where I had to go on a pole and strip.
Ain't never been that down bad.
I mean,
Like that's a whole different thing. I mean, like
Nobody
this is
has.
a whole like sub level of life.
Nobody has.
I mean, like, do you understand that like the average normal, I'm gonna say normal person will never ever experience the things that you guys are going through.
Bitch,
like,
please.
no, you guys are. I mean, come on. I mean, how many traditional women are, or just women in general? I
Traditional.
mean, yes.
Bro, you gonna do all this and still get cheated on.
Exactly.
I feel like
no, because
I feel like only
but
people
at
that's
least-
against
look,
dancing
but
is
I-
people that
I'm
know
gonna
they
tell you
cannot
something.
dance.
There's
Like,
bitches that shake their ass in the club for free. They will go out, bitches.
to the club.
No, I'm saying there's bitches right now that you could sit here and look. They'll be we could go to a restaurant right now and bitches will be drunk, shaking their ass on the street, just having fun,
For the
whatever,
free.
for the free.
But you guys
What
are just
are we doing? We're
but
getting
you guys
money
are just
though.
you guys are just
Where?
eye candy.
Like
You guys
this
are not
Panther?
like holding anything
Shout
for
out to you, bro.
yourself
And
as
what are
well.
you holding?
I think, huh?
What do you hold as a woman?
Value.
What value?
What value?
I don't
The value of
What
not
value?
showing myself, exposing myself the way you
But
guys
besides
are.
all of that, it doesn't have to. Like,
No,
what
she
is the
sound-
value
that's
for
valid.
you?
That's
though?
valid because
Yeah.
that's purity. That is
just
again purity.
I'm holding myself because when a guy looks at look, I'm gonna be very
Purity
blunt
is
right now.
having your virginity.
When a guy looks at you guys, he's looking at you guys for like toys or like eye candy. But when they look at a girl, like I'm gonna just use her as an example because I think that you're very traditional and everything in your relationship is going well. I just think that when they look at her, there's a more likely chance that she's gonna be taken serious by a guy.
Okay, but we
And
never
she can
said
demand
that. We
more
said if we get
things.
married, of course we're
Okay,
gonna leave that
They
life.
can still get cheated on.
No,
so
but you guys are just.
And
gonna
you're
have a
saying
very-
that
I
we're
just
cool
think that
if we leave,
Yeah,
right? And we don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
no
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah,
Take
future.
somebody
Like,
that cheated
man
on
is
you
a man
back.
at
You
the
have
end
no
of the
respect
day.
for yourself either.
Man is a man at the
No,
end
no,
of
no.
the
But
day,
it's not the
so.
same thing.
Like you taking,
It's not.
it is. If you taking back somebody that cheated on you, you got no self-respect
It's not the
either.
same
You can
thing.
walk
Look,
away.
it's not the same thing.